In this video, I want to talk about a game featuring a bumbling everyman type hero who runs and jumps through the jungle searching for treasure, who ultimately needs to find his way to this creepy, weird island in order to face the final boss. Of course, I'm talking about Uncharted. Like I said, a bumbling everyman who runs around in the jungle searching for treasure and has to make his way to a creepy weird island in order to face the final boss. Dr. Pooplove here, and today I want to answer the question: is Nathan Drake Crash Bandicoot, or is Crash Bandicoot Nathan Drake? A clear connection between these two heroes is being drawn in Naughty Dog's Uncharted 4, which I recently played as part of the Uncharted Legacy Remaster. Uncharted 4 pays homage to Nathan Drake's past adventures, but it also pays homage to Naughty Dog's past and their very first PlayStation game, Crash Bandicoot. And there are several places throughout this game where parallels are being drawn. Some of these similarities are more subtle and maybe not totally intentional, like the crazy vehicle sections, the boat riding through the tropical pirate islands, those red barrels that explode, that bazooka, or levels where you have to rely on light to lead the way. And what about the fact that in both games you have these companions like this nerdy blonde girl who may at times have a computer, or this wise old sage that helps the hero learn lessons throughout his journey and is probably pretty freaking tired of saving your ass. There's a lot of these things, and it kind of makes me think that maybe at least some of these were intentional. Other connections are still subtle, but definitely do seem intentional, like the crabs and turtles scurrying around that look like these crabs and these turtles. How Nate scuba diving and collecting boxes kind of looks familiar. Or how this log covered in moss leading up to a waterfall looks like this log covered in moss leading up to a waterfall. And better yet, there are these connections that are staring you straight in the face, like that wampa fruit you collect, or how Nate washes ashore to a crazy beach, just like Crash washes ashore on Insanity Beach, the first ever Crash Bandicoot level. Or when Nate gets chased by the armored vehicle, the camera flips around and you run towards the screen, dodging boxes and hopping fences, which of course parallels the exact same level that Nathan gets to play in the game. These parallels are awesome to see and really make you think about that original pitch for Uncharted. Was it really let's make a Dude Raider pitch, or was it let's make the human version of Crash Bandicoot? Crash Bandicoot. Even if not originally intentional, it's clear Nathan Drake and Crash Bandicoot share the same DNA and that they're both Naughty Dog games. And it's really cool to see how Naughty Dog has continued to use some of Crash's most iconic gameplay experiences in their current games, evolving them and bringing them back in a way that still works amazingly to this day. So yes, Nathan Drake is Crash, and Crash is Nathan Drake. And I am Crash, and we are all Nathan Drake. And don't get me started on how Joel is Jack, moody anti-hero who has to protect this child who happens to be the key to saving the world. Give me a break. But let me know what you think about all this. Did I miss any parallels? And if you want to know what's going on with Uncharted multiplayer these days, check this video out. But otherwise, so long, Pooper Troopers.